It's the weekend and lots of people are going to be playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, understandably. But you don't want to be wasting all weekend perusing through the depths in the pitch darkness, crashing into walls and all that stuff, having to restart your progress so you can get from one light bulb to another. No, nobody wants to do that. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a nice simple trick that's going to help you get around the depths very easily from right at the beginning of the game too. So if you guys followed some of my early game tricks for this game, we are here in the beginning of the game on a separate file that I use for showcasing the early game. And as you can see, I only have 4 hearts. I've only done the 4 tutorial shrines and I have nothing here except for whatever I got on Tutorial Island. So the key convenience here was that I actually went and got auto build, which means I have one place in the depths, which should be this place. So if you guys did do that from the early game, which I think by now a lot of people covered, so a lot of people will have shown you how to do that, you may very well have one of these. This is Nogkugoik Light Route. You don't need to have this one because you will be able to find what you need in lots of different places in the depths, no matter where you actually go. But as you can see, my depths look like this. This is all pitch black and it is a nightmare to try and traverse this. Legit. Okay, so I don't want to spend all weekend wasting my time trying to traverse the depths in the pitch darkness. So what I'm going to do is I was going to teleport to this place first, which is this place where you get the auto build. And then just coming behind that teleport point, as you can see on my mini map to the lower right, there's the light route. Behind the rock right here, you'll be able to find a lot of these building places. One's right here. You'll be able to find these all over the depths. So no matter where you entered, you should be able to find what you need. And all you need is a joystick, which is this. And you only need 2 fans, which are up there. So even if you don't have fans and you do have a joystick, you should have fans from the tutorial island anyway. The dispenser does do them out as well. So what you want to do is you want to grab one of the fans here, put it down face down because we're going to build our super bike. So in order to build the bike, what we want to do is we want to have the fans face down and we want to pick up our joystick. We want to make it linear as possible and we want to press down so we tilt it at like a 45-degree angle like that, okay? Make sure it's facing away from you. Get lined up with one of the fans that are on the ground and attach it to the upper corner of the fan just like that. It should look just like that right there. Perfect. And next up, we're going to grab the second fan face down and we're going to attach that to the underside of the front of our control stick right there. Should do it. Next up, we're going to need 1 arrow, all right? And we're going to need 1 giant bright bloom seed. You should have gotten some of these in the tutorial island in some of the caves. We're going to go ahead and stick that right on the front of our fan here. Bam. And that, wait, come back. Yeah, you want to make sure it doesn't get away. All right, let's just hit that up one more time. Don't forget that part. You're going to have to hit it a second time just to make sure it does not fly away on you. But we're okay. So now all we have to do is get on. Now we only have 1 piece of battery, which is less than ideal. However, you can of course get battery. But this is what it looks like, guys. If you need more battery, which I think a lot of people will, you can absolutely dupe them or get more of these zonite charges if you can. And you can use them. You can use 1 to recharge your battery or even go further up. There's 2. It will give you more battery, but it is only temporary. Just keep that in mind. There's 3. Each 1 pop of the small things will give you 1 bar. So let's put this flipped up here and I'll just show you guys what this looks like in the dark. Okay, so here I am at the edge of the lit up area and ahead of me is just black. Let's just see how powerful this light seed is. We just go on in here. Sadly, I don't have any battery to demonstrate this, but look how much light I get from this. It's as if it is all lit up for me already. It is already like that. So sadly, with 1 bar of battery, you are just going to have to wait. But if you guys do stock up on a bit of battery first, or if you're kind of like a little bit of progress through, you'll be absolutely able to make it through. None of this area is lit up. It does look like I've already lit up the light routes here, but it's not. That's not the case. It's just from this giant bloom seed that's attached to the front of my bike. It's that powerful. You can see all the blackness ahead of me. Let's go again. It's just that strong. So this is going to help you get around the depths with absolutely no issues, except for that right there. It's incredibly powerful, honestly. You'll be able to go from one light route to another to all the important places very easily because you can see miles ahead of you. There are, in fact, armors that give you glow as well as potions that give you a glow effect. They are useless compared to this. You can't do anything with the glow armor or the glow potions at all in the depths. They do not help very much because, as you can see, there's cliffs absolutely everywhere. absolutely everywhere. So imagine coming here in the absolute pitch blackness. You can't see the cliff ahead of you. If you're on this bike, you can just go straight on up. Let's go straight on up, like, woo. It's so easy now with this bike and the lights, and I messed up a little bit, but you can see the power of this. Just for contrast, guys, without the bike, the depths look a little like this. You cannot see a cliff ahead of you. You cannot see a pit ahead of you. I'm climbing on something. I can't see what that is. I need my bike to get around here. I can't see anything on the mini-map. I need to try and get over there to the light route. I have no idea. There's a big giant gap here. I don't know if I'll be able to make it alive, right? So the bike is going to make that so easy for you. That's just what you just saw here. All right, so a demonstration for contrast for what the glow effects look like without the bloom seeds. Here we are in a cave in absolute pitch blackness. Now, if you happen to have the miner's gear and upgraded, this is what all 3 stages of glow is going to get you. Not very much at all. You can barely see ahead of you. This is not going to help you avoid cliffs when you're flying through the depths. It's not going to really help you do very much. That's just what it looks like. So the bloom seed is a very big difference here. This is just so not worth it. Alternatively, your average 3-stage bright elixir looks like this. It's exactly the same as the armor. This is without the miner's armor on it, but like you just get the same distance. It's not very practical at all, as you can see here. So if you have your bike and you have a giant bright bloom seed on it, bam, the whole area is lit up. It's such a big difference. It's such a game changer. It's going to make your time in the depths super easy. So if you want to keep that bike saved, obviously, if once you have the auto build, you can go into your list here, look at your history, and hit Y to save it as your favorite, so you can make it anytime you have the items ahead of you or enough zonite. One or the other will do. So it will just make it very quickly. So looking at my build here, does this actually come with the bloom seed? I don't think it does. No, so we would have to put another one on it anyway, but this is going to make your time in the depths so much faster, so much easier, way less stress about climbing and all the travel that you have to do in here. Absolutely well worth doing this trick to get around and save you a lot of time on playtime during the weekend. That's a wrap on this little tip there that's going to help you get through the depths very easily. If you liked it and appreciated, drop that like. If you're new, hit that subu, and I'll see you guys around the next video. We do have loads more later on coming. It's going to be the most powerful non-glitch weapon, so do keep your eyes out for that, and it's very powerful. 2 hitting Lionels, for example. We'll see you guys around then. Have a good one. Bye.